Welcome, guys. We're here tonight at the Versus Gameplay Arcade. I'm Shadow. I'm co-casting alongside.
Hey guys, I'm Typographic.
Yeah, so this is our first Halo show match, I think, in like maybe a week and a half now.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time getting a cast with you in Halo. We had some prior experience at the Microsoft Store a few months back when the game came out. But yeah, I'm really excited to get some teams in here tonight and see what they can do.
Yeah, especially, with tonight's match, Vanquish versus Mutiny. This was kind of like a last-minute kind of thing with Vanquish jumping in. They took the spot of Critical Gaming, I believe it was. But two really good teams.
Right.
Two very top teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how they actually, compare to each other. First game will be Strongholds on Empire. Then we'll head into Breakout on Trident.
Okay.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how this really works out. We're just currently waiting for both teams to start the match. That way we can get into the lobby and everything. But little history. I know Mutiny's been waiting for the show match for about 3-4 weeks now.
Okay.
Vanquish, we had their... Sorry, no, we have not had any of their teams on so far. So maybe we might see them again after this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about either of these squads, at least from the Halo perspective. I know I do follow maybe a couple of people from Mutiny on Twitter. But I'm really excited to see, what both teams bring tonight. Definitely for a couple of these Strongholds games, I know a lot of teams have been putting a lot of time into that because it is a new mode in Halo 5. So, it's something we've seen in Call of Duty. It's a lot like Domination. But, getting to see teams, push those two flags and try to hold those off is just something new that we really haven't seen in Halo 5, or at least in Halo prior to Halo 5. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what teams do tonight.
Yeah, what's your take on Breakout, though?
Oh God, I hate it. Just personally. Okay, so from a Gears of War perspective, the single life elimination, search and destroy type-esque, I love it. I love the concept of it. But
no shields.
I feel the no. Well, it's not just that there's no shields. SWAT has no shields, and people are very familiar with how SWAT plays. But this is not like that. This is like an in-between. So, I'm excited to see how Breakout plays. I haven't got to watch a lot of it at a super high level, but, we're getting into the Strongholds match on Empire. Let's see what these teams do off the rip. Obviously teams are probably going to be rushing to the Overshield first. So, we're staying on with Scallies, it looks like, and making a straight push right to OS right now, but it gets taken down.
Yeah, so hop on board here is Reality, which will be Zach as his player card. Hops on board here, I believe, in the pit area. Does get taken out by Ninja and Ideas, so 2 down now, 4, I believe, the Vanquish squad.
Yeah, and you did see that, they were able to get away with that OS, the blue team, trying to stay alive there in red, just mowing them down. Currently, both teams holding one stronghold, but, blue just took over red base, so pushing right into them, not afraid to do some work with that overshield. Definitely coming out to an early lead here at a 3-0.
Nope, and I will say one thing now, based upon what I've heard from Mutiny is not playing with the actual 4. They have one pickup player, which I believe is Reality. I believe Reality is actually going to be the one that they have the pickup-wise. I believe the actual 4th is going to be Tails, but I do not think that he's actually currently here. Let's hop on board as we look at all the people on the Mutiny side. So we have Red Ghost, which is the captain of this team. And then we have Scallywags or Slags. I don't know how you would really say. I'm going to call him Cole since that's his game tag there.
Right, and I mean, this blue team's coming out with a really nice 3-cap right now. Red's trying to get it back, and, they're just putting so much pressure on them. They really capitalize on getting that OS, though. Red able to take the blue base back, but kind of playing from behind. They're just trying to stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, they're doing a fantastic job of map control, just really keeping them on their toes.
Yeah, so we're going to hop on board here. I believe it. Let's hop on board here. Ideas as red base is actually being taken right now, so it's going to be going in favor of Team Mutiny as Mutiny finally gets their first point on the board after about a minute and a half of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful push through by Mutiny. Finally able to regain a little bit. I mean, look, they turned the tables. They had 3, and then all of a sudden they take 3 right back. That's how quick this game type is, and it is a little different from Domination and Call of Duty because it feels like a lot of that happens in this game. Like, it seems in Call of Duty, from what I've spectated in the past, a 3-cap is something that you get and then you might lose, but it's not just something you just completely flip over too often. But in Halo 5, the gameplay is so quick with the dashes and the sprinting, and you really got to keep people on your toes. So once you put them down, it's not like Call of Duty either because in COD you kind of have an instant respawn. You get back in the game a lot faster. In Halo, you got to sit some time out, so there's plenty of time to work with your team and keep them down for a couple of seconds, and really lock down that map control.
Yeah, so Vanquish is currently coming in clutch in this pit area now. Not giving it up to Mutiny, as Mutiny did kill 2 people in it, but sadly, I believe it was Ideas that was actually able to take some out. But going back into it, let's hop on board back into the pit areas. That seems to be the main gunfighting place here, and it's currently in favor of the blue team, which is going to be Vanquish.
Yeah, you definitely want to be trying to control tower so that you can just have a really good open layout on the map. Like, you want to be able to see everything, and, you know, obviously right there we saw a guy had scatter shot. You want to really control those close range weapons because all the fighting happens within these hills. It's a great triple cap right now, you know, being sneaky in that blue base, getting it back. But, you know, it looks like the other team's about to take red base back, just possibly.
Yeah, so it seems like Mutiny will be taking the red base, so try and get 1 point on the board, but it's currently 52-14 right now. It's going to be very hard as Mutiny, that's going to be Red Ghost, trying to capture the pit area, but he does have 2 people there contesting. Ninja Arts picks up him, as Scallywags picks up Gun Having and Plague, picks up Ninja, but Ninja trades a kill with the grenade. So just kills going all the way down there in the pit area. About all kill feed, about 6 people died in the kill.
Definitely, and you know, I think the nicest thing about this game right now is just every gun in the sandbox works so well. Like, look, we're seeing green gun being used, we're seeing different shotguns being used, we're seeing players run around with the light rifle and the storm rifle, you know, doing a lot of work in a close quarter scenario. And so it's so nice to see, you know, prior to like games like Halo 3 where only 2 or 3 weapons were really useful, shotguns weren't really in the game. This game has it all. You know, every single weapon is useful, and you just have to use them all to your advantage. So it's really nice to see that, you know, from a competitive perspective, because now what you play at home, you know, from a casual standpoint, is really what you're going into with competitive. You're not really restricting anything now. You know, big kills coming in from Plague. Looks like he's just trying to lock down this pit. Stay a little top middle, dropping down for that new scatter shot right now. He's going to see if he can stay alive here in pit, but he's 1 shot from that nade. Just trying to stay alive and get in here into Turbine. You know, just doing work. Oh, he's got the new OS right there. Picked it up at 741. For the viewers at home, the power weapons, the power-ups in this game, they operate on a timer. So, you know, him picking that up at 741, that means you're going to see a new OS on the map at 541. If the blue team doesn't end the game before then, so, you know, if red team's going to try to get back in this, they got to really do a good job of slaying and getting those OS controls for sure.
Yeah, so if we just pull up the scoreboard real quick, we'll see Ninja currently leading with 14 kills on his team, 6 from Gun Havoc, Ideas 9, Trampant 8, but Plague 10, Reality 9, Red Ghost 8, Scallywags 8. But look at the secures, 3-2-2-1, and only 2 secures from Red Ghost coming out in Mutiny. That's where it's really coming down at. The secures is really what's getting it. Finally, Mutiny shows some life and able to get almost 3 people on the pit hard point. Has 3 people down, but Gun Havoc trying to stop it, but the pit will be going in favor of Mutiny there, as you do have Josh and Plague currently in a gunfight right now. Plague does win the gunfight against Rampant, picks up 1, but has Ideas there. Ninja shots him in the back, and just like that, pit should be going back in favor of Vanquish.
You know, and that's just kind of unfortunate. You know, they're trying to do their job and hold top middle, and it's just really smart, but, you know, they just let too much control for Turbine happen, and they end up getting spawned behind, dying. As you saw, oh, the ground pound comes in. Probably my favorite addition to the Halo 5 sandbox is these new Spartan abilities. The ground pound is my favorite thing in the world to do, and it's so nice seeing that, you know, it's still a viable tactic even in competitive play.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a scatter shot, right? I liked how, you know, he got hit, he tried to get pummeled, but then he just scatter shot it and just completely annihilated Plague.
Yeah, extremely lethal out of close quarters combat. You know, but sometimes it's really weird. It feels like it's not quite as consistent as the normal shotgun. The normal shotgun just lays waste. This one, you know, it's got a little bit of a delay almost whenever you shoot. Like, you've got to be extremely accurate with a scatter shot in order to get all those pellets to land. But, you know, whenever it does, it's a one-shot kill at close range.
I like what Ideas did there. He kind of waited for his shield was completely down. He was at half health. He waited for his teammates to finally come push in, and just like that, they would manage to get the pit area back. 95-36 now. The red team has to get the pit and has to maintain his 2 cap at least.
You know, that was actually a big kill coming in from Rampant right there. He actually killed Red Ghost, and Red Ghost was picking up the OS, so he died as he grabbed OS, meaning they were unable to get out of that, so they're probably going to lose pit control here. You know, him picking up a big double, they're going to get this pit right back, and they're only 5 points from winning this game.
Yep, but 95-42, 96 now. It does seem like Vanquish will take game number 1, about 100-42, unless Mutiny can come back. But sadly enough, they have to get a 3 cap on this, and just like that, it's going to be 100-42, as Vanquish does take game number 1 here in this best of 5.
Oh, that was a beautiful play out of Vanquish for sure. They were doing such a good job of just keeping map control and just keeping a lot of pressure in the hill. What's really interesting about strongholds too is whenever you actually get your opponent to back out of the hill, you reset the timer. So sometimes you don't even need to kill the person in the hill, you just need to get them to leave. And that can be all the difference in the world. So, you know, brilliant play out of both teams there in this first game, best of 5.
Yeah, I will have to really say, you know, looking at the scoreboard real quick, Ninja Arts, 8 captures, 20 kills, 6 secures. Gun Havoc 7 captures, 8 kills, 2 secures. But if you look on the opposite side of the team, the slaying obviously was in favor of Vanquish, but if you look at the secures were not there. The captures were kind of there, but the secures wasn't.
Oh,
now,
yeah. I mean, Ninja was just doing it all, too. I mean, 8 captures with 20 kills. You know, you really can't have a better game than that. And obviously, you know, Halo's all about teamwork. So, you know, he's finishing off lots of one-shots. I'm sure his teammates got a ton of assists. But regardless, just doing everything for his team there.
Yeah, so we're going to head into Breakout on Trident. Now, that is going to be a very interesting one as we are going to, you know, currently waiting for them to get back into it. Breakout Trident, what do you have to see coming out here from Mutiny in order for them to win Breakout? Now, I will say, take it, the shields are down. It is kind of like a Search and Destroy-esque type gameplay. We only play one Breakout, so based off the Strongholds game mode, you can't necessarily do it, but you can obviously see that the slaying potential is there on Vanquish.
Yeah, definitely. The slaying potential seems to be there. And, you know, maybe they're just a little more warmed up. I seem to find when I play Halo, it takes me a good 30, 40 minutes, maybe just run a couple of customs or whatever to get warmed up. So maybe they just hopped on. They maybe haven't been on it all night, so maybe that was kind of a rough warm-up for them. But regardless, you know, Breakout, the pacing is very different. It's kind of like when a Halo player moves to Call of Duty and they're having to play Search at a tournament level. You know, they're tend to be pretty fine in a respawn, but then they're forced to be played Search, and it's just a totally different ball game for them. You know, Breakout is kind of that answer to that. It isn't exactly Search. There's not 2 bomb points, but it is a slower pace game. You know, I know a popular saying amongst a lot of pro players is, you know, Breakout gooses don't count because you're still putting so much work into those kills. It only takes 2-3 shots to kill someone. So regardless, you know, it really comes down to round by round. You know, looking from a Gears background as well, everything in Gears can flip, you know, in a moment. And so it's the same way with Breakout with a single life mode. Basically, the teams are just going to have to play each round and just keep trying until it ends. You can't you know, be up by 4 and just give up and say, oh, you know, we're going to coast for the rest of this because team come right back.
Yep, you're completely right. But we're going to head into Breakout on Trident. That's going to be game number 2 here in this best of 5 series. Vanquish up 1-0 in the series right now. I believe Mutiny can do it. Mutiny's going to have to really use tactics here. Now, going back to what you said about being warmed up and everything. Now, Mutiny did say that their player was getting off at 10 Eastern, which is when the Showmatch started. So I'm not too sure if that player is currently playing right now, or if that was actually the reason why the 4th couldn't play and they had to get a Reality as their, you know, their sub. But anyways, going to hop on board here, and it should be Vanquish versus Mutiny. Vanquish will be the blue team, red team will be Mutiny. As we hop on to game number 2.
They're jumping in with Slaggy's here. Let's see if he maybe runs all the way far right. Really interesting to see who also picks up the BR. But, you know, already faced with 1 or 2 people, he decides to dip out. He's actually going to grab the BR and try to get right back. So it looks like a 4 push straight from blue all the way to grab the flag. They're going to probably wait, though, until a little more people are down. Maybe get into like a 4-2 situation. But right now it's a 3-2 situation. So
what do you think about the SMG in this game compared to past Halos?
The SMG in this game is extremely strong, especially in Breakout. Like, it really shines in Breakout, which is also a little bit of the questionable, you know, kills that you get with it because of the game mode. You know, just not having that exact, definite, you know, it's so weird because you're so used, I guess, what I'm trying to say is you're so used to knowing the kill times and how a weapon reacts, and then you get put in a mode like this where you don't have that definite yes, no answer. Yes, that bullet's going to kill me. No, that bullet's not. I have time to run away. So that shield being gone and that damage being slightly buffed or slightly different really kind of sets it apart. So yeah, the SMG is extremely strong in this game and extremely useful.
2 Rampant picks up 2 kills there. Huge kills for his team. Let's hop on board with him if I can still find him. But sadly, it seems like he got taken out as it is going to be a 1v1 situation between Plagues and Ideas. And Plague is right above Ideas. But will Ideas manage to win the gunfight? But sadly, Plagues stomped him in the face.
Yeah, coming in with the melee hot. The melee is a little weird to time in this game too. You know, there is bleed through in the game. However, it's more of a depth perception. You never think you're quite close enough for them to melee you, and all of a sudden something like that happens. So unfortunate death there at the end. But here we go. We're looking at all the nades coming in here from Ninja. Almost able to pick up 2, but he's going to fall.
Cole, Rampant spots Cole there. Will he manage to pick up? He does have Ideas there to really help him out. But sadly, Ideas gets taken out by Slags. But 2 Rampant picks up Slags there. I like him calling Cole. Cole's his name now.
Yeah, and you know, Blue able to close out this game. 2 left alive. You know, what you see a lot of teams tend to do is either split in a pack and run like a 2-2 scenario or maybe a 3-1. First round we saw a four man push all one side, and so I'm not entirely sure what we were seeing there. We saw a teammate just kind of crouching and spawn. 3 of the guys from Red crouching and spawn. Maybe they're looking for a reset or something, and it looks like the other team is noticing that. So, you know, we're going to try to get the situation figured out.
Yeah, what happened there?
Not entirely sure, but I mean, it doesn't look like they're playing. At least
doesn't look like Reality's playing, at least, but
right.
They can't be playing because. Well, we will find out as to what's going on. Maybe they are now. It's a 1v1 situation. Ideas did pick up 2 between Red Ghost and Idea. Red Ghost has an idea where he's at, coincidentally, his name. But I'm curious as to will they play or will they advance on to round number 4? Or round 5, that is.
And, you know, not a lot of players really like Breakout. There are some that are big fans of it, but, you know, I think at one of the first events in Daytona, they had a team further in the tournament, I want to say it was like semifinals or something like that, where they just said, you know, we'd rather just not play Breakout. You know, let's just go ahead and take this loss and move on to the next match. And it caused a lot of backlash in the Halo community. People were like, you know, we're not going to respect you for what you did at a tournament level. But they're like, look, man, this is just a mode I don't enjoy. Let's just, you know, take this loss. We didn't mean anything disrespectful by it. But anyways, maybe that's what was happening there. We have no clue. Not able to communicate with the players right now in game.
Does look like they're back into the game, though, so I guess it was just evening up the score 2-2. Not too sure if Vanquish with Mutiny was just giving Vanquish a round or what exactly was going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it is a 2-2 situation right now as well. As Chris taking a couple of shots but dipping out. Just blue team trying to stay alive here. Chris right below this player.
Does have Reality in a 1v2 situation, does get spotted and does get taken out as Vanquish will be going up into this breakout series for the first time, 3-2 now, 2 rounds away from taking game number 2. This will be that was interesting to see. And I like how all the breakout maps are kind of the same. They are the same type of design.
Right, yeah, they're all very symmetrical designs, which, you know, is similar to map design like in Gears of War, which is also very round-based. So it's not really too surprising for me. I thought he was definitely going to pick up that back like that. I don't know what happened.
Trying to get 2. Ideas picks up 1. Rampant picks up Reality. Trying to go for that Spartan boost or a Spartan stomp. But sadly enough, round 6 defeat as Vanquish is going up 4-2 now. 1 round away from taking game 2.
Yeah, I mean, we're really not sure what happened a few rounds ago, what was going on with those players and that communication there. Maybe that miscommunication is costing them this game right now. But regardless, you know, they're going in strong. Definitely looks like they're playing now. These nades coming and getting Plague really weak.
Ideas picks up Red Ghost with that nade. Does have 1 more there. That was going to be Cole, but Rampant picks up Cole there. So 2v4 situation. Looks like this round is completely in favor of. Well, actually, 4v1 now as Chris is going to be the last one alive. Chris is trying to get out of dodge. Does have less than a pinch of his health left, and just like that, does get defeated. That's going to be 5-2. Vanquish takes game 2 at the Versus Gameplay Arcade.
Yeah, game 2 breakout tried it. You know, didn't really surprise me. I mean, they did come out hot though. Obviously, swinging. But you know, I'm really excited about this game 3 with Slayer because now that you're getting away from that really odd shield mechanic in breakout where you don't have one but you have kind of weird health. You know, and we're actually getting back to core 100% health, 100% shield. In Slayer, you know, maybe these teams are a little more geared to playing that. Maybe they haven't quite put as much time into breakout. Me not being able to really know too many of these players, look at their profiles beforehand, and knowing how much time they really put into it.
Okay, so the Skype call dropped mid-game.
Okay.
I'm assuming the party just reset and go, you know, from 2-2 or 2-1. So we'll figure out what's going on there. Vanquish might not have took game number 2. So we're currently going to see what's happening with the teams. But we're going to go to a quick commercial break as we talk about BenQ. Use code VERSUS$20 for $20 off a brand new BenQ monitor at benq.us. The gaming monitors.
Yeah, you can also use code VERSUS$40 for $40 off a refurbished gaming monitor.
Yep, and we have a quick commercial break coming from them. Welcome, guys. We're back. Does turn out the Skype call did drop, and both teams did agree to replay the game. So it will be 1-0 now, as they do tell both teams they can start the games.
Yeah, I'm really excited to cast more Breakout.
Yeah.
That's the most sarcastic thing I've probably said all week. But regardless, yeah, this is going to be extremely fun to watch. Now the teams, fix their technological issues they were having there. It is unfortunate, maybe it also has something to do with the Xbox end of the servers. I know Microsoft does own Skype, so maybe they're having some issues with that. Not sure if, those players are maybe using Skype on their console. But regardless, they're going to get back in this game. We're going to be right back into it. So it's only 1-0. Vanquish is leading.
Yep.
As we go into Game 2 Breakout again on Trident.
Yep, as both teams did reset. Now, I really want to know, necessarily did kind of Mutiny just give up after that? Were they more worried about seeing if they could replay or what? Because they were up 2-0.
Right.
They were up 2-0, then Vanquish came back, won round 3, and then round, the weird round 4 happened. And now we'll see if, let's see if they can take it back, as we are on board here with Ideas. Ideas was one of the top players on his team last round, but Rampant will be the next one I go on board with, because Rampant himself was 11 kills last round, so he led it for his team.
Yeah, and for the viewers at home, if you're not aware, in Breakout you actually have no shield, which, prior Halo games had no shield at all. So this is the only mode to feature no shield so far in competitive play. We saw them burst into a 2-2 situation there, but it looks like Red Team's going ahead, trying to cap this flag early, go ahead and tossing it out, and there we go. Go ahead and pick up the victory with the kills.
Yeah, so those players that do not know at home, Breakout, you can win by capturing the flag as well as by eliminating your whole enemy team.
Yes, but instead of taking it back to your base, you're having to push into their base. You're still having to play very aggressive in order to get it. Yes.
I did not know that. That is something I learned new today. How do I go back to third person? There we go.
Then just get him taken down here. Get him pretty weak from that nade originally. And we're going to stay on with Plague for a second as he's standing body mid. He's got 2 sights on 2 people. He's good. Picked up 2 kills this round already.
Does pick up on Rampant.
Unfortunately, going to die to Ideas, but I think Ideas just got taken out as well. Yep. So, Red Team playing it smart. They got the numbers advantage. They're going to go ahead and push forward this flag, try to drag him out. And as you see, he just tossed the flag there, get it a little closer to the home base. And you know what? They don't even have to get this kill. He's about to cap this flag. Yep. There you go.
Round 2, flag capture victory. That's the first flag capture I believe I've seen here on Visits Gameplay show matches. Ever since, well, actually, I do apologize. Ever since week number 1, where it was Teamwork versus Giants Gaming, that was the first ever flag capture I've seen. And we've been through about 6 different weeks now.
Yeah, that flag capture mechanic, it's kind of similar to like letting the clock play, and playing your life in Call of Duty. Whenever you have that numbers advantage, you want to just go ahead and start advancing with that objective. That way you're not only dropping them out.
Yep, so just like that now, that's going to be Vanquish going up 2 kills there. Rampant trying to get the 3rd kill, just like that. Round 3 is defeated. Vanquish gets her first kill on the first round on the board. What does this look like right now? This looks like a completely reset of last game.
Yeah, up the 2 rounds early, and then the other team taking the round 3. So, are we going to see a repeat, or is this going to draw out and be a little closer? Well, we're going to find out, but we're
moving now.
Yeah, they're at least moving to Rampant. It looks like he's got some players to his right. We can see this in the Halo caster mode. For the people at home, they have no idea those players are there. Able to take out a lot. It's a 4-1 situation. Plague lasts alive.
Plague lasts alive, but did just get beat down. Vanquish going back on board, 2-2. This may be a total reset of last game. Now, it's 2-2.
Yeah, you can't blame the Skype call now,
Right? Let's see if Vanquish goes up 3 more rounds, but we'll see what's on board. I still want to hop on board with Rampant, as, like I said, Rampant did turn up at the end, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this really works for him, as he does have Cole there, and he does see Red Ghost, so it's going to be interesting to see, as he does have the SMG, and he's in Red Closet, trying to go down to the Red Staircase. He does see Red Ghost, tries to get shots on him. Let's hop aboard with Red Ghost and see how low a health he is. He was at 1/4 of his health.
Yeah, he's got 2 players still in front of him playing the stop side here. Got the battle rifle, but unfortunately he's going to fall to the pistol.
That's very saddening there. Mutiny got the first kill, and just like that, within the next 2 seconds, 3 players from Mutiny just completely died. And just like that, it's going to be Reality, going to be the last one. Zach, as players are trying to chase him, he does currently have 1/4 of his health left. Trying to stay alive, but sadly enough, does get taken down because numbers advantage was not in his favor.
Yeah,
3-2 now.
And once you really fall into that area, there's really no getting out. You can make a pro jump kind of out of there, but you had 3 players closing down there. You were good as dead. So, these players jumping into this round right now. Looks like they're going to send 4 guys on the blue team going to flag right now, just trying to get an early objective touch possibly. Yep.
So a humble board here with that is going to be Slags. Does take out Rampant, but Ideas picks up Red Ghost. 3v2 situation now, 2v2, as it's going to be equal playing field, but Sledge does get picked up as 1v2 situation. It's going to be all left up to Reality, as Reality does have the battle rifle compared to the other battle rifles. So 2 battle rifles on team. Reality does get picked though, so 3/4 of his health. Currently down to 1/4, but currently halfway across the map. Who will get the easy kill?
Yeah, you know. Oh, and that was a beautiful 2-shot BR. And see, that's the weird thing. Like, a BR is normally a 4-shot kill in this game, and it's just so awkward. Like, sometimes it's a 2-shot kill and breakout. Sometimes it feels like a 3. So, you know, red team able to get on the board there and take home that 1v1. Great plays out of them.
Yep. So Slags now 3-3. So tying it back up. Go humble boy here. Let's see what Red Ghost does. Red Ghost currently seems like he's kind of lagging, rubber banding back and forth, as it seems like all 4 players from from Vanquish are right there. But Ninja Arts picks up Plague.
Some nice long-range SMG shots out of Ninja.
Rampant picks up one as well, so just like that, it's a 1v4 situation. Red Ghost last one alive for his team. Just like that, it does get taken out 4-3 now in favor of Vanquish.
Yeah, we're going to round 8. They're 1 round away, sending them home. You know, will we see a repeat of last time? I want to say it was what, a 2-5 or 5-2. Yeah,
5-2.
so they're able to take it with 3, but you know they really got to get back in this right now.
Yep. As Ninja Arts, we're going to see him pushing up the right side of the map, push up blue tunnel. Does get taken out by Red Ghost, but Gun Havoc evens the playing field. So just like that, 3-3.
You know, that seems to be what Ninja did a couple rounds earlier, so that's probably his go-to strat. For anybody watching at home, you know, if you play against Ninja Arts, you know he's going to go far right.
1v3, Reality, last one up for his team. Will he pick up Rampant? But just like that, does get taken out. 5-3 now. Vanquish takes game number 2. As we will go into Slayer on Truth will be the next game mode.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see Slayer Truth. That was definitely a staple map throughout all of Halo 2 and Halo 3 with Midship and Heretic. So, you know, it's been remastered, brought back here in Halo 5. It's a little larger now, kind of plays to the sandbox of the weapons, a lot further gunfights. But, you know, a very familiar map within all the Halo community. So these teams, you know, this might not be their first time really playing this map in Halo 5 on stream, but you know they've definitely played this map before in the past. Their competitive history, so it's something that they definitely put a lot of time into. So both of these teams, if there's any match they've practiced the most, it's got to be this one.
Yep, and you know the playing field was more even there. We saw the scoreboard before. It was Rampant, and I believe it was Ideas top of the leaderboard with 11 and 8 kills. This time it's more evened out, 8-7-6-6, something like that. But, you know, we're going to see what happens on this another Game 3. That's going to be Slayer on Truth. But first, we want to talk about the arcade where we're at. Guys, we are located at 9750 Walnut Street, Suite 194, right next to Swayz in Dallas, Texas, 75243. Mondays, we currently do the Call of Duty show matches. Tuesday, we have Super Smash Bros. Weekly. Wednesday is a Halo 5 show match, but sadly enough, we're on Thursday night tonight.
Right.
Tonight is Street Fighter casuals. We do have people inside the arcade playing Street Fighter, just casually playing along. Friday will be the Mortal Kombat X Weekly. We have a bunch of Mortal Kombat guys come out, participate in a tournament. Saturday is our Street Fighter tournament. And Sunday is going to be ending it with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, the best thing about this structure really is that, you know, there's a specific day to a lot of different games that you may like to play. And obviously, you know, there's a lot of people here right now. There's a couple of people I see in the background playing some Rocket League and other stuff. So, I mean, you know, come out, play whatever you want to play. But do know that, you know, specific days, they're running events here every week. So a fantastic way to meet new gamers, especially if you're a fan of the specific games such as like Street Fighter or Call of Duty, Halo, all these other great titles that they do events for weekly.
Yep, and you know we have people in the background playing Smash, we have people in the background playing Street Fighter, you know, fully casual, so we have everything going on.
Yeah,
right
and I
now.
mean, of course, you have arcade machines as well too.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of something for everybody here.
Yep, but let's go into game number 3. It's going to be Slayer on Truth. As we are going to hop on board here with Ideas, as he does get taken on shots into the middle, but Rampant picks up Slags. Just like that, 1-0 now in favor of Vanquish.
It looks like Zach was actually able to pick up the camo. He's trying to stay alive, but he might be spotted by Ideas. You know, tough contention. You want to get that camo early, and it looks like it got taken around like 42, 43. So, you know, be on the lookout for that around 9:42 coming up in a few minutes. But, you know, early lead here for the blue team. Going to go ahead and jump up with Gun Havoc on top of P3, trying to get some shots down on red. He's picking up a nice kill. Unfortunately, he gets taken down.
Yep, but 6-2 now in favor of Vanquish. You know, this is what really came out on the first map. We saw that Strongholds was really Slayer-esque for Vanquish, and right now we're currently seeing it 7-2 with about a minute into the game. Not even a minute, I believe. So, coming out very strong for his Vanquishes.
Yeah, you know, this is really interesting play out of Ninja. I mean, he's all alone by himself. on that side of the map, but he's doing a good job of staying alive. Obviously, he has the slaying ability, so maybe that's kind of his thought process is, you know, you guys, you all set up really strong on that side of the map. I'm going to stay here, lock stuff down. If I need help, I'm going to relay some call-outs to you guys, have you guys rotate over. So, you know, just extending that lead, 11-4, 2 players trade up there at P2. You know, Schlaggies and his teammates stuck kind of here in blue base, just trying to gather a couple weapons. So you're picking up the BR and the Storm Rifle. Looks like they're going to make a strong push to Carb. They're going to be met by 2 players here, so all-out battle's about to happen. A couple of nades coming in from both teams. Schlaggy's going to pick up a lucky nade kill and look like he's looking for top middle right now. Able to put some shots into his teammate, or I'm sorry, into a player at P2. So, you know, just doing a good job of staying alive, trying to claw the way back in this. They're only down 5.
Is the plasma cannon, has that been picked up yet?
The plasma caster, it has not. You can actually see on the map, there was an icon there. It's green, so it's still showing that it's still on the map. Once that disappears, it does mean a player has grabbed it.
So do you think that they will actually pick that up, or how do you feel like that power weapon is on this map?
I feel like they'll definitely pick it up. It's just, since it is top middle, you're a sitting duck. So it has to be a moment where, you know, you've got 2-3 down and you're able to really make a smart play for it, you know, and you saw Red Ghost jump top middle right there. He was instantly put one shot. So it's a thing that it is very useful, and it can take shields down if a player's rushing you, especially if a player happens to grab sword. You know, you can take him down pretty easily with that plasma caster, but it's just, you're so open top middle.
Yep, and Gun Havoc did just get taken down there, so 11-17 now. You know, Mutiny's still inside this game, but it seems like the plasma caster maybe actually he's gotten by reality, but he does have one person right there to his right. Not too sure who that was though, but Ninja Arts does have the camo. Will he pick up the plasma caster or not? And it seems like he's not going for it. He's going for the kill on play. And sadly enough, he will get taken out from behind. That's going to be Reality taking him out with a pistol, long shot across the map.
You know, that was a really good play out of him. Unfortunately, he died, but it was really smart. You know, in Halo, you don't want to really ever chase a kill. So it was good that he was able to be kind of sneaky, put in some work with his Storm Rifle, but unfortunately got taken out as he dashed away. You know, extending this lead right now, Vanquish is definitely doing a great job. It looks like they've got a nice 23-15 lead.
Yeah, so hoppable here is Slags. Slags inside the middle, still a plasma caster inside the game, or inside the map. Still, 4 minutes still has not been picked up, but 2 Rampant picks him up. That's going to be Slags takes him out, but Reality picks up 1 kill as well. So 25-17 now, halfway there. Vanquish currently leading by 8 kills.
Yeah, you know, and a really powerful weapon on this map definitely is the Storm Rifle. You know, as we see 2 Rampant probably going to pick up this kill. It's just such a tough contender at close range. There's really nothing you can do but maybe get like a lucky team shot going, or you're able to either combat it with a better Storm Rifle yourself, but it's such a power weapon for both teams, and you know, you're fortunate that you get one right in front of your base. So, you know, they're just clawing away, extending this lead though, 30-18. Looks like we've got some fights happening here. Car 1.
That's Smoke Grenade though.
Oh, yeah, that Splinter Grenade is so powerful. See, the thing is those are so good at blocking off areas, and if a player is weak and they forget about it and they boost into it, they're going to die.
Gun Havoc did pick up the plasma caster, but he does get taken out now. I'm curious to see who will actually be able to pick up the plasma caster next. So I don't know where it's at though on the map. I'm not too sure, but I believe Red Team should have full control of Mutiny, that is. But I don't know if Mutiny has picked it up yet. But
now we just saw that you know, this player was looking to try to get the camo. Looks like Ultra might get it and either die or burn it. He's still alive, so he might have just gotten away with it. Able to get camo. Here to fight 1v1 Slags versus Ideas. Ideas is gonna fall.
Yeah, just like that, Slags going back on board with him. Does spot 1 in middle. That's gonna be taken out. Or sorry, he's gonna just kind of fall back, but he's gonna be taken out by the guy with camo. It seems like that's gonna be Ninja Arts. Plague picks up Gun Havoc with an 8 kill there. So just like that, 37-24, 14 kill lead now. Do you think Mutiny can bring it back?
You know, the common thing that happens once you pass the 35 kill threshold, you got those last 15 kills, is that they just disappear. All of a sudden the game's over. You know, you've got 50 kills and you're like, oh man, we just had 35, what happened? And so, you know, right now I think they're kind of on cruise control, honestly. They're going to probably close this out, and you know, if they play their cards right, they might even stake the other team, which would be very impressive, because both these teams, high caliber squads for sure. So, you know, the Slays are just coming in from all over the place with this team squad. Plasma
Caster does respawn in 25 seconds. Slags does have the energy sword in his pocket, though, with the Magnum pistol. So it's going to be interesting to see how he uses this. 42-26 now. Just 8 kills away. 16 kill lead. I see this going in favor of Team Vanquish here. I see it being 3-0.
Yeah, I'm telling you, so I misspoke earlier and said that Mutiny was in the lead. Mutiny is actually our red team. So yeah, Vanquish is doing a fantastic job just extending this lead. They've only got 6 more kills left. This game is pretty much all but over.
Yep. So guys, 45 to 26, gonna hop over here Reality on the idea. So it's interesting to see how he happens. But he does pick up the carbine. He does get taken by Ninja Art. So Rampage getting shot from his right side, just trying to get out of dodge. 47-20. Now let's see if we can get on board here with one of the final kills that will happen. Slags does spot 2 Rampage. Does get the energy sword kill, as that will bring him back into the game, at least somewhat. So down by 18 kills though, but I honestly seem like it's going to go in favor of Vanquish.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a comeback of 5 kills is big in Halo. So 18 kills at this point is just not possible.
But as we do say that, it's 16 kills down, so he did bring it back from an 18-point deficit. Reality trying to get this kill on Josh, but Red Ghost does pick up ideas. Reality picks up Rampant though, so bringing it back down to a 14 kill lead. So they did drop the kills from 19 to 14. Plasma Caster in favor of Reality, but Gun Havoc does pick up Red Ghost. Reality picks up Ninja Arts with the Plasma Caster, trying to get some kills there.
Yeah, you know, I think right now with the Plasma Caster, it's a phenomenal weapon. I don't know if you've used it a whole lot, but I think as players really play this game a lot more, those tiny bolts that shoot out of the Plasma Caster, you can take someone's shields down with one of those things. And right now, I see players spam them a whole lot. They really shoot like all 5 or 6 of them out at once. And you know, when he picked up that kill at the bottom car, he was able to really only shoot one of those. So you know, as the game progresses, as the teams play a lot more, I think they're going to be able to really utilize that weapon a lot more in competitive play, and it'll really just come down to ammo control. You know, so great game. I'm really impressed that they brought that back. I honestly thought they might get staked there for a moment, but honestly, 50-37, that's a pretty it's a defeat, but it's a respectable loss. At least.
Well, you know, you got to think they were at a 19-point deficit at the beginning, and they brought it back down to necessarily a 13-point deficit. And you were making a point saying that 5 kills is a big comeback in Halo.
Yeah, definitely.
And 19-16 would be like, you are the next gods at this game.
Yeah,
you know?
it's almost like playing a basketball game and the other team sits down. You know, like,
yeah,
it's near impossible. So yeah, that's a great showing of them to kind of at least bring that back, show some life there at the end. But you know, 50 going to Vanquish, bringing that game 3 home.
Yeah, Ninja Arts and 2 Rampant going big on the team again. 18-11 from Ninja Arts, 13-6 from 2 Rampant. On the opposite side, Plague, Reality, Slags, Red Ghost, Reality. Plague was actually the only one that went, you know, equal positive on their team. So, you know, a little bit necessarily helping Slayer.
Right.
I do believe the teams are going to finish the matches out. But sadly enough, that's it for us tonight here at the Versus Gameplay Arcade. Congratulations to Vanquish for winning 3-0, you know, on the show match. Guys, we'd love to have you back on for future show matches. If you want to be on the show match for Halo or Black Ops 3, please tweet at me at VGP_Shadow or tweet at Typographic or at Versus Gameplay, and we can get you on at one of the show matches. Guys, also, if you want to continue watching Vanquish and Mutiny play, if they do decide to play, I do know that Mutiny does have a streamer that will stream the games himself. I'm not too sure which one that is, but if you just hit Red Ghost on Twitter or look up Mutiny COD on Twitter, you can watch all games there. I'm assuming somebody on Vanquish will probably be streaming as well.
Yep.
But guys, that's it for us tonight at the Versus Gameplay Arcade. We want to shout out to our sponsors, Microsoft Store especially. You can go there, pre-order any game on Xbox One and receive a $10 gift card. Also, guys, remember to follow us on Twitter at Versus Gameplay. Like us on Facebook as well, /Versus Gameplay. All show matches will be on our YouTube page, Versus Gameplay videos, and you follow Instagram just to, you know, see what's happening here at the Versus Gameplay Arcade. But more importantly, guys, I'm Shadow.
I'm Typo.
And you can follow us on Twitter at VGP_Shadow and
at Typographic.
But guys, we're here tonight at the arcade, and we are out.
Bye.